Good evening, Vernon. It's Wednesday, June 11th, 2020, and I want to congratulate everyone, everyone in the school district, everyone in the town, in particular our seniors and our eighth graders. Congratulations, you are finished. We have reached the magic day. It is June 11th, 2020, a historic day indeed. The 2019-2020 school year has certainly been a challenge for everyone, statewide, nationwide, and of course in our town of Vernon. So I want to make sure that everyone's doing okay now that we are at the end. I want to thank the parents for all of their amazing work in the last 12 weeks in particular, and also our teachers who have worked very hard to make sure that everyone got the best education possible in this traumatic and dramatic season that we have been through. Ms. Davino and I want to thank everyone. There's been a lot going on today in the last couple days, but I just couldn't let this time go by without celebrating all the things that have happened and the fact that this is a very important day. So congratulations to everyone in the Vernon school system, particularly our children who made it through the past 12 weeks, and we have finished up the school year strong. Let's take a look at some of the things that are going on as we close things out. I first want to honor some teachers who have spent an incredible amount of time in our school district. Traditionally, in the board meeting tomorrow night, we would honor these folks along with our retirees. And what we have done already with the podcast, as you well know, if you've been watching the podcast, is we have been honoring our teachers who are retiring. But these are folks that are still with us, veteran teachers who have spent 25 years, 30 years, 35 years, and we're even going to see someone who has spent 40 years with us. So what I did was I asked each of them a favorite memory or something that struck them about being a teacher in the Vernon school system. So this is Miss Cyndi Thomas, and of course you know her as the wonderful kindergarten teacher, and she said, the things that I enjoyed the most about my job teaching kindergarten is greeting children for the first time in the beginning of the school year, guiding them to become learners, and blowing bubbles and waving goodbye to them on the last day of school. And of course, what Cyndi's responding to is the fact that we get them when they first come in and they're wide-eyed and scared and nervous. And of course, when they leave, they're crying because they don't want to leave. So Cyndi has enjoyed both of those experiences with her children. Thank you for a great job, Ms. Thomas. Ms. Joanne Portner, who is retiring this year, 25 years, and she said the first day of the school this year, September 2019, she was at Lounsbury, where she was assigned front lobby duty, reminiscent of the 14 years she spent there. Standing there, she saw the Rolling Hills children coming into Lounsbury. They walked into the building with trepidation. I could see it in their faces. New building, new everything. And then they saw me. The frowns turned to smiles, exchanged. It was like a visual hug, and some physical ones too. She said she's very grateful to have been embraced by Mr. Mudrick and the Lounsbury Hollow staff and all of her former students that welcomed her to the last year of public school teaching. Congratulations, Joanne, and well wishes on your retirement. Okay, so we have Miss Jen Moskovitz, and we're going to talk about her connection to Miss Ryder. But what Jen wanted, Jen had a whole bunch of pictures for us, and we loved all of them. But I wanted to put this picture in because where you see Jen, you see you see Miss Ryder as well. So Miss Moskovitz and Miss Ryder, you are our heroes. And of course, they're wearing the 1989 because they were the class of 89. These are Vernon graduates. And that's also a special place in my heart because Miss Kaysher and I were their advisors when they were in high school. So to Miss Jen Moskovitz, her 25 years in the district, she has done a brilliant job at Rolling Hills, and we appreciate all that she does. And here is her partner, Miss Laura Ryder. And of course, Miss Ryder and Miss Moskovitz, always together with their third grade friends. Congratulations, Laura, on your 25 years. And she said, favorite memory, being childhood best friends and then becoming teachers and team teaching together, of course, with Miss Moskovitz. And they are a team. They work together all the time. They are the pride of Rolling Hills. So to both of them, thanks for being who you are and the team who you are. They are a terrific duo, and we're very lucky to have them. And congratulations both on 25 years in the Vernon school system. Well done. Doesn't seem possible. Kristen Gudenkoff, our Director of Guidance, has been with us for 25 years, and she said her favorite memory is being a graduate of Vernon Township School District and having the opportunity to work in the district as a teacher. As you know, she taught in the elementary levels, a math coach, and as an administrator. And of course, Ms. Gudenkoff, as the head of guidance, is really making some important strides for our high school and for the guidance department throughout the district. So congratulations to her. In her 25 years, she's worked with many amazing individuals and never imagined having online learning to be part of my experience. Amen. She said, we are able to conquer this as a team, and I'm fortunate for the dedicated and phenomenal individuals that I work with every day, as well as a wonderful community of support. And Kristen, we feel the same way about you as with your leadership with that team. They have done a terrific job, especially in the past 12 weeks, to get through this online learning. So to Miss Kristen Gudenkoff, 25 years, here's to another 25. Thank you very much for your service. You are a fabulous employee. Dr. Chris Jensen. Dr. Chris Jensen and I talked this afternoon, and we were talking about the memory, and he was talking about different important memories that he had. There's a picture of him with his wife and his wonderful family, but this memory is particularly poignant to him, and he just sent it to me. He says, I'm not very good with time, so I can't put a date on it, but I remember quite clearly it occurred very late on a cold winter night in a hospital emergency room. As is a common occurrence with volunteers, I was roused from my warm bed to respond to an EMS call. The nature of the call resulted in a patient being transferred to Denville Hospital, which is not one of our common destination hospitals. Upon arrival, we wheeled in our patient, and I approached the emergency room nurse to provide the transfer of care to report. Before I even uttered a word, I heard her exclaim, Mr. Jensen! Lo and behold, she was a former student of a 7th grade science class. Not only did she proceed to tell me how much she enjoyed my class, but went on to thank me for being the reason she became a nurse. I have never forgotten that moment, as it was the first time I truly understood what Krista McCullough meant when she said, I touch the future, I teach. Congratulations, Dr. Jensen, on your 25 years and this fabulous memory and all that you do. Mr. Foley. Mr. Foley has been with us for 25 years, graduated from the high school, an integral part of everything we do with athletics, as well as PE and health. He is, of course, the wonderful athletic director and the director of the health and PE department. Bill is an outstanding employee and has done a lot. For those of you that follow him on Twitter, he has done a lot for our athletic program. So he said his favorite memory was this one, and it was a real strong memory. In my second year as varsity girls basketball coach in 2007, we upset Sparta in overtime. It was the program's first win over Sparta since 1978. And of course, you know the dominant program that Sparta had, and Vernon won that game. Bill Foley, thank you for everything you do, you continue to do to make sure our students are taken care of. We're going to talk a lot about in the next couple of weeks about how reopening is going to work with the school system. But Bill has worked very hard with NJAC in order to make sure that we're ready in the fall, if we can, to resume all the sports and all the activities. So Bill, kudos to you for your 25 years and all of your hard work. Laura Merck. Laura Merck spent 25 years in the Vernon school system, and we want to celebrate that. She said her favorite memory in 25 years, hard one. There's been so many wonderful times, so it's hard to hone in on just one. She said, after leaving the classroom 6 years ago to become a school counselor, I left behind me 19 incredible classroom years full of memories. My very last classroom of children will be my new freshman in the high school in 2021, which is an exciting thought to ponder. I would say equally exciting was last year seeing my second graders graduate, which was quite an incredible memory. I look forward to seeing my last group of students to walk to the podium in caps and gowns in the future. We look forward to that too. We're going to see that. I'm very excited for you to see the freshman class coming in, knowing that you had them as young children. Laura, thank you for all of your work as a classroom teacher and also as a guidance counselor, both in Glen Meadow and now at the high school. Mike Moschella is not only celebrating 30 years, but he is also retiring. Mike and I were back and forth today talking about this memory. And again, like Dr. Jensen, he was saying it's very hard to put it in one memory, but he did say this, and it's a real good one. So, Mike, I thought I'd read this one. It was somewhere in the spring of 1988, and I'd been at my first public school job for about a year. If you asked me, did I know how to teach music, I would have answered, of course not. I just try everything I can think of. It was motivating and strange, and it seemed to be working, but I was like a kid learning to swim who had just found he could float if he paddled and kicked and sputtered and spun and splashed up so much water that the sky wouldn't see the terror. That's all my way of saying I was energetic, enthusiastic, listening and watching. But I didn't know to see and hear them, talking about his students. One day, as I loaded my car, about to hurry down the hallway, a 3-foot tall person scurried up in a row of desks. I saw a mass of dirty blonde hair, a tiny nose, a mouth I'd never heard speak. A hand shoots out from a pocket and places a fold of paper on the cart, and I'm out in the hall opening the paper and no longer standing in the hall with a cartload of concepts. I'm visiting a world pulled onward by these words. You ought to know that we need you so. We may be in pain, but pains do go away. And that little person was right and wrong, and I never forget to see the pain and to do what I can to make it better. Mike, thank you for your years of taking care of our little people and all that you have done to inspire them and all that you have done for our district to love them. Congratulations on your 33 years and also your retirement this year. You will be missed. Denise DeSalvia, 30 years and also retiring this year. She said so many memories, but by far the best ones are when a child calling my name, smiling, running up to me with open arms wants a hug. Denise said she feels so blessed that she had an opportunity to hopefully make a difference in some children's school experiences. And I can say without a shadow of a doubt, Denise, having known you for most of these, if not all of these 30 years, you've made a huge difference in children's lives as a lifelong aide in our school district. So congratulations on your retirement and your 30 years with us. Okay, in our district, there are stars. There are people that do amazing things, and we all say, oh, yes, that person's a star. But if those people are a star, then this person, this leader, is a constellation because she is one of the most amazing people I have ever worked with. Hardworking, dedicated, loves the Vernon system, has spent her whole life in the Vernon system. So Rosemary Gebhardt, my tribute to you for your 35 years of dedication to the Vernon system, not only as a teacher, as a union leader, as a principal, and everything else that you have done for this district. You are a constellation of stars. Rosemary said, my favorite memory is of all my years working alongside outstanding teachers and my later years as service as a school leader. I've gotten to see firsthand so many best practice lessons from preschool through 8th grade. Being in classrooms when a light bulb goes off or a teacher reaches a challenging student is awe-inspiring. I've been so lucky to surround myself with greatness in the profession. To observe those teaching is not a vocation, but an avocation, a calling. I thank God that your calling, Rosemary, was our school district and everything in it. And to watch you work is to be inspired by greatness. Mr. Robert Chorney, soon to be Dr. Robert Chorney, has spent 40 years in the Vernon School District. I have known him almost all of those 40 years. He is a dedicated professional who works every day to make sure that children learn, whether it's their social studies lesson, a great history lesson, or psychology, which inspires them, of course, to go on to school and graduate school. Bob, you are a wonder. So 40 years in our district, and Bob taught before he even came to Vernon. That's another surprise that most people don't know. Robert is truly a wonderful teacher, a caring, kind professional. And he said, I've enjoyed my students over the years, decades, nice. Football chains after school, SATs on Saturday, and the scenic beauty of our campus. I've also enjoyed working with the staff, the administration, secretaries, aides, and custodians. And it's just like Bob to make sure all of those people are thanked. One of my fondest memories occurs when my students return to tell me how they are doing in college and their professions. Also, I have been teaching their children. Yes, Robert, We know that. And I know that you enjoy that fact as well, making that connection to a child and through to a parent all those years later. Congratulations, Bob, on your 40 years. Thank you for your dedication to the Vernon school system. You, sir, are a wonder, and I appreciate your friendship. Preschool had a virtual advancement this week in which the students got dressed up, had their picture. Look at these beautiful children. Look at them. And of course, they had their picture taken. And in each one of their pictures, the children talked about what they wanted to do in the future. So kudos to the teachers at Walnut Ridge, Miss Stokel, and all that went on with this virtual advancement. There's Hunter and Jackson. I think Jackson wants to be a gecko, so I had to put this picture in. These are wonderful pictures. I mean, really wonderful pictures of the children. We talk about the high school graduation and all that goes on with that. And of course, that's coming, and we're very excited about that. We talk about the advancement of 8th grade that happened this week, all that's going on with that. But look at these guys. Look at these wonderful. There's Leo and Westing. Leo, I think, wants to be a doctor. Westing wants to be a firefighter. So congratulations to parents as the students move on into our system. And there's Annabelle and Cheyanne. It looks like Cheyanne wants to be a doctor when she grows up. You couldn't ask for more wonderful, cute, adorable children who inspire us every day at Walnut Ridge in the preschool program. Glen Meadow gives out the Caring Award or the Kindness Award, and so does the high school. And last week we talked about the Caring Award and Kindness Award up at the high school, and this is for Glen Meadow. So Morgan, congratulations. I hear nothing but great things about you, young lady. Everyone talks about what a great person you are. And here is what your guidance counselor said, Ms. Regan. Morgan Gandy is an amazing young lady who has a heart of gold. Terrific. She's a person that every teacher would want in their classroom, not because she's an excellent student, because she cares about all those around her and will go out of her way to make sure everyone is included in class. She always puts others first, and whenever you see her in the hallways, she greets you with a smile and a hello. Morgan, that's the nicest thing anyone can say about anyone else. Good for you. Outside of the classroom, Morgan's involved in art club, builders club, of course, builders club, peer tutoring, and the spring plays. She's the vice president of the New Jersey High School, NJHS, and she's a student ambassador. And that's the NJ Honor Society. In the community, she's been a Girl Scout since kindergarten. She's an Irish step dancer, wonderful. And she's an altar server, lector, and a CCD assistant for her church. Morgan, you're the whole package. You are everything that we could possibly want in a student. Congratulations on winning the Kindness or the Caring Award. It is well-deserved. Ms. Regan made sure that I heard about you this week. She couldn't let this time go by without making sure Miss Gandy was honored. So congratulations. Well done. The Freshman Academy teachers this week went out. They were out in the community. Now, they did a whole virtual thing. Remember, they do that at the end. Anybody who's a ninth grader knows this, or has been a ninth grader knows this. They have an assembly every marking period in which they honor kids who have done a great job, and then they give out prizes to students, usually like, $5, $10 gift certificates to pizza places and donut places and all that. But then at the end of the year, they have their Rock Award, and they give it to the best student in each one of the houses. So there's the gold house, the white house, and the blue house for the three colors. So what you see here is a picture of them getting ready to go to the families of the students who won the Rock Award to do that virtually at their home. So there is the a great percentage of the ninth grade teachers who teach history, science, English, and social studies at the Freshman Academy. So they're getting ready. This is a great shot of them. It was a beautiful morning the other morning. Just love this picture. Okay, so the blue team winner, Respect, Ownership, Character, and Kindness is the Rock Award, and says that they are true shining stars among their classmates. And the Rock Award went to Riley Lewicki for the blue team. Congratulations, Riley. Congratulations to your family. You are the pride of the blue team for the freshmen this year. So outstanding job, Riley. Congratulations. And for the gold team, it was Victoria Annunziata. Congratulations, Victoria. Again, respect, ownership, character, and kindness. You are a true shining star. There she is with her family. So congratulations on the award. Nice job, ninth graders. And the last one was the white team winner, and it was Gabrielle Miller. And there she is with her family. Congratulations, Gabrielle, on the respect, ownership, character, and kindness that you have shown in ninth grade. A true shining star among her classmates. Wow, what a tribute. Congratulations to you and your family for this fine award. And that was the ninth grade academy. John Getz taking a great picture with all of the teachers there as they went to the different families and placed those signs. Nice job, Freshman Academy. Way to make sure that we talk about all the great things our students are doing and being proud of them. Love these pictures. Now, the Viking Club Awards Assembly every year, every season, the students are announced and they're honored with the Viking Award. And the Viking Award, of course, is the top student athlete in any of the sports. And this was a wonderful dedication. I can't show you all of it because it went on for quite a while. And it's, of course, amazing things about our student athletes put together by Mr. Foley. But I did want to show you a couple pictures just to show you how the students were awarded for this spring season, even though there wasn't a spring season, because of their leadership ability, because of all that they've done, because of their time as seniors, and the fact that we didn't want them robbed of this experience. So Olivia Vizzini, there she is with volleyball, and that should be 2 Z's. Sorry, Liv. I don't know what happened there. But Olivia Vizzini was honored by Coach Sorensen. Liv, of course, is going on, I believe, to Rensselaer, and she is an outstanding student athlete. And there's Jacob Berman. Jacob is a wonderful student, has been one his whole life. Coach Myron, Steve Myron, was honoring him. Jacob, congratulations with baseball. Jacob is going on to Stevens next year. Congratulations to both of you. Outstanding. I've known you since you were young people. These are terrific senior athletes. And then Victoria Grifone, the great pitcher for the softball team. Coach Ludeking, of course, honored her. And then Coach Byrne talked about Ayden, Steinbach, and golf. And these were great. It was great. The coaches talking about them and then giving them awards. I just love the way this was all set up. So to all of our coaches, thank you very much. This has been very difficult on everyone. And to Mr. Foley for putting all of this classy, excellent videos together to celebrate our students. And then to our student athletes, as you head from Vernon, we want you to know that we think the world of you and all that you have done in your 4 years at the high school. Okay, Vernon, this ends our podcast. I will not be coming to you every 2 days or 3 days from here on in because we're finished with the school year. I will have information as the summer moves forward. Ms. Davino and I hopefully will be able to start shooting the podcasts and the spotlights together now that things are starting to loosen up a little bit with social gatherings. We'll get back together with Mr. Shea, who I just saw today. We had our masks on, but we were taking care of some business. As a matter of fact, Mr. Shea and I spent Saturday together honoring another senior. And what we're going to do is we're going to send out information to you pretty much on a weekly basis to make sure that you're aware that we are working on what you see in that picture on the left, which is our reopening in the fall. And I know there's a lot of things coming up. I know that graduation is coming up, and I know that all the things that are revolved around there are very important to our seniors. But what's also important is all the things that we'll be doing this summer through the Board of Education, through the central office, through our administrative teams in each one of the schools, whether it's the high school, all the way down to Cedar Mountain, and our teachers. We will be spending the summer working on ways so that we can open up in the fall so that your children are safe, that we are all together and making sure that everything works out the way we hope it will. So what you're looking at again is the first of that first of those stages. I'll be presenting this tomorrow to the Board of Education. Ms. Davino and I will then be working on it diligently to make sure all voices are heard as we start to look forward to opening in the fall. It's not too early to be discussing that. It's not too early to be working on that because we need to work on various options as we move forward. So I won't be podcasting with you with information about our students because school is now over, but we will start, hopefully, Ms. Davino and I together in order to get information out to you about all the things that will be going on as we try to open in the fall. Okay, it has been my pleasure to be able to come into your home from my home these past 12 weeks. I hope that some of the information has been helpful. I wish you a peaceful rest of the week, a wonderful summer. I hope all is well. Best of luck. God bless Vernon.